Well, I'm Brandon Little, and I'm a professor in the history department, and this is the brief but spectacular interview. There's two major types. One would be what we call typically primary sources, which are in effect the original materials that created in the time period that we're studying, that give perhaps the original flavor and insights into what the language that people used, their concerns, and so often when we're doing research or wanting to learn about a time period or someone's life, finding finding the materials that were created in that time period that can breathe life into the actual words that were spoken and what was being written and the way people thought long ago can be very, very helpful. Likewise, the second area of writing that's really important is what we typically call secondary sources, or the kinds of materials that are fundamentally composed often by historians or journalists or others who have assembled fragments of the past, say those primary sources, and they've attempted to analyze them and make sense of them and develop a new understanding of the past through the use of those source records. To write like a historian, you should be alert to the possibility that one's strengths as a writer might vary considerably. Some people write very, you could say, dry history, and other people have a gift for elegant prose and are effortless writers in one sense. And so in one sense, I'd say the kind of writing people should be content with is that which really sings to the material or speaks to the material best. And some people are gifted biographers and really gifted at telling people's stories of people's lives. Others are more inclined toward telling big stories of broad sweeps of national histories or civilizations. And so the kinds of histories or the writing of history could lend itself toward the intimate and very personal, or maybe the abstract and conceptual. To research like a historian, you should initially begin with a series of questions, and be open-minded enough to consider that you don't know the answers. You might have some speculative answers. You might be able to draw some inferences based on your understanding of the project that you're about to embark upon, but good historical inquiry does not begin with a predetermined conclusion. Good historical research, moreover, does not presuppose that we really know what the answers are and we're cherry-picking facts to support our preconceived ideas. Historians collaborate by forming partnerships that are often aligned for specific projects or across time in areas where we work in similar fields. And I'll give you some examples. I have research colleagues that I collaborate with who are scattered all over the world, in places like Switzerland and Ireland, for example. And I see those colleagues infrequently, but we correspond, and thanks to email and other technologies, we're able to communicate as frequently as we like. But collectively, we're working on similar projects, and sometimes we are partnering on the same project.